Welcome to a fresh new tournament. Second, I'm not caught up on a wire here. There we go. And hey guys, and welcome to a fresh new tournament where Conquer is at the beginning of next month. It's on March 4th. It will be Conquer, the first ever inter-promotional pay-per-view. And so far, the main event already set that Alex Young will be defending his champion of champions and placing it on the line in a fatal five-way. With Conquer, it'd be the pay-per-view is sort of like Survivor Series, except not every match is for quote-unquote brand supremacy, but that should be promotion ruling, sort of, where with Conquer, there will be 5 inter-promotional matches, and yes, the Alex Young match counts. Well, if whatever promotion gets the most wins, then at the next pay-per-view, whatever that may be, that promotion can send whoever they would like to face someone for the champion of champions. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, New Japan Pro Wrestling wins Conquer. They score they score the most amount of points out of the 5 matches, and Alex Young successfully retains the champion of champions, hypothetically speaking. So then at the next pay-per-view, let's say it's Money in the Bank. So at Money in the Bank, Alex Young will be placing the champion of champions on the line against someone from New Japan Pro Wrestling. And to score a point at Conquer, it's whoever wins the most matches. And for the 5 inter-promotional matches, as I was getting to, we have, and each inter-promotional match is for a championship to up the stakes. It's for a championship and for points. So, the first one, but the way I read this is not in order of it being shown on pay-per-view. This is just the order that I wrote them down. So we have, for the Impact World Champion, Chris Jericho, representing All Elite Wrestling. Then we have Jacob Graves, representing WWE. Then we have the Impact World Champion himself, Josh Alexander, and then representing New Japan Pro Wrestling, we have Okada. And that Fatal 4-Way match will be in a Fatal 4-Way submission match, with the last one to make the opponent tap will win the Impact World Champion and win their respective brand or company a point. Then for the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Champion, we have the New Japan Pro Wrestling Champion himself and the leader of the Bullet Club, Jay White. Obviously, he's representing New Japan. Representing AEW, we have Adam Cole. Representing WWE, we have Finn Balor. And strangely enough, after some conflict, representing the Impact, he's going back to his roots, AJ Styles. And that match is just a Fatal 4-Way match. I believe that's just a regular Fatal 4-Way match, with the last one to get the pin. We'll get it. We'll get the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Champion and the point for the respective brand. Then in a ladder match for the AEW All Atlantic Champion, we have Juice Robertson from New Japan Pro Wrestling, the All Atlantic World Champion himself, Darby Allin, representing AEW, and representing WWE, we have the skill champion himself, Explosive Matt Connors. And representing Impact Wrestling is Alex Shelley. Then in a tag team competition for the AEW Tag Team Champions, we have representing New Japan Pro Wrestling and the Bullet Club. We have El Fantasmo and Kenta. I'm going to say this now, and I'm going to say it again on the pay-per-view. My knowledge on New Japan is very slim. It's just based on whatever research I found. So if I say something about New Japan and it's wrong, I don't watch it much. That's my excuse. So yeah, we have El Fantasmo and Kenta for New Japan Pro Wrestling, representing Impact. This one's the interesting one. We have the team of Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, the Undisputed Elite. So O'Reilly, even though he's an AEW superstar, he's coming to help Bobby Fish and go for Impact, which is very interesting because Adam Cole is representing AEW. So it's going to lead to potentially some conflict. Who knows? Representing AEW, they are the AEW Tag Team Champions. The team of Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, representing the Elite. Then representing WWE, it's the team of Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the OC. And then the main event. This match is already confirmed for the main event. Just leave some question marks within it. We have for the champion of champions, Alex Young, putting the champion on the line in a fatal 5-way match against Will Ospreay, representing New Japan Pro Wrestling. Ospreay demand a rematch, but he wasn't allowed in a 1-on-1 competition. So this was because he already had 3 matches against Alex Young, and Alex Young beat him technically 3 out of 4 times. So, no, 3 out of 5 times, technically speaking. So, then, representing Impact Wrestling, after putting on a hell of a performance in January and almost getting a victory over Alex Young, we have Ace Austin. Representing AEW, he's sort of getting his rematch. Is Kenny Omega after losing to Alex Young at AEW Evolution and losing the AEW champion to get a somewhat motion to the Champion of Champions and make it a interpromotional champion. He will get a chance to win that championship back at Conquer. Now, for the WWE person representing that match, it's the winner of this tournament. It's an 8-man tournament. Winner of the tournament moves on to Conquer and has a chance. Mind you, you have to be the last one to get a pinfall in a 5-man match, so it's not exactly going to be easy. But it's the Champion of Champions. It's not going to be easy in the first place anyway. So for the tournament, we have Kevin Owens taking on a former NRT World Champion, Bobby Lashley. Then we have Drew McIntyre taking on the big dog, Roman Regins. Then we have Jordan Devlin taking on Ilya Dragunov. Both men, Dragunov and Devlin, former rivals of Alex Young. So if they move on, it could lead to some interesting feuds or moments. Interesting moments inside that main event. Then the last match, we have Gargano and Ricochet, 2 wild cards looking to make a name for themselves. But let's go with Kevin Owens taking on. Contest is a first round matchup for the winner would lead on to participate in the main event at Congo. Introducing first, Kevin Owens.
Making his way to the ring from Marieville, Quebec, Canada. Weighing in at 266 pounds,
Kevin Owens hasn't really had a whole lot of big title matches, and perhaps a win in this match could lead on to a pretty big match in his career. Well, if he wins this match, then he'll have to beat. Then he'll move on to this semi-finals. Then he'll be 2 rounds away in order to participate at Congo. But he has to go against Bobby Lashley, a former NRT World Champion, which he feels like he never got his rematch. Which, in reality, he never got his rematch. And I forgot the Epic Champion. Bobby Lashley lost the NRT Champion to AJ Danger back at the Royal Rumble in a steel cage match. Well, it was the first time AJ Danger had an opportunity to go up against Bobby Lashley without the Hurt Business, and he ended up escaping the cage and winning the NRT Champion, which then later on led to him defending the champion against Alex Young, which then Alex Young took that NRT Champion and combined it with his 2 other champions in order to make the Champion of Champions, which is a championship that's on the line at Congo. Bobby Lashley looks to destroy Kevin Owens and whoever he has to face in the semi-finals, whether it's Roman Reigns or Drew McIntyre. He looks like he's staring a horror right through Kevin Owens. Owens ducks down. Let's try and get Bobby Lashley out.
Time to go home. Boom, big time driver. Kevin Owens with the torture rack.
Owens now has Lashley, fireman's carry, and brings him down with a neck breaker. 3 matches of there'll be 2 first-round matches at NRT and 2 at Defendants. No.
Placing them into the corner.
Yeah. 2 at NRT and 2 at Defendants, and then the semi-finals will be at probably 0 Hour or whoever has the higher advantage. So like if it's Roman Reigns versus Ricochet, let's say, and then Roman Reigns will get to pick the arena of the 3 shows, but then the finals. No, I'm trying to figure this out in my head here. Lashley. The final match, yeah, the finals will end up taking place at the pay-per-view, because the pay-per-view is more likely going to be more than 1 episode. Let's be honest, because we have 5 multi-man matches. One's a fatal 5-way, and one's the fatal 4-way tag team ladder match. So yeah, that's going to take a while. So it's more likely going to be a multi-episode. So the finals will be the first match at Congo on the first episode. Lashley taking advantage of Kevin Owens here. So the finals will take place at Congo at night 1, episode 1. And then they go against Young and the other 4 later on at the final match of the night. Lashley going for the cover on Owens. 1, 2, and Owens barely stays in this then. Owens seen the hood lock coming, broke it up, has him back up in the fireman's carry. I guess when they say fight Owens fight, he indeed takes that to heart as he's come back after being annihilated in the first half of this match, trying to fight his way back in this one to get a chance to participate at Conquer, the first ever interpromotional match, interpromotional pay-per-view in history. Clothesline takes down Owens. Now Lashley just tosses Owen across the ring. Dragging Owens away from the ropes, going for the quick cover. 1, 2, Owens stays in this thing. Powerbomb. Owens with the roll up to steal it. No. Going for the stunner. But Lashley seen the stunner coming. Suplex. Stalin suplex.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day. Power.
5 seconds. He has him up and back in a hard Stalin suplex. As Owens goes down. Lashley looking for the hurt lock. Owens seen it coming again. And a big sidewalk slam against Owens. Lashley barely having any damage taken to him with a giant spear there. Cover. 1, 2, and Owens stays in this thing. Barely staying alive. Owens not doing too well here.
KO is getting knocked around a bit.
Just like we talked about, maximizing the effect of those attacks by focusing on KO's weak points.
Kevin Owens might be mismatched here against Bobby Lashley, especially with Lashley really wants this rematch or a match to get. Look for the stunner. Stunner connects this time. Cover. 1, 2. No, Lashley kicks out. Lashley just wants his match to win, potentially. Fans chanting "Fight Forever" here. Fans absolutely loving this match, and this is just the first match of the tournament. This is very likely going to be it was already going to be a multi-episode with first round and 1 episode and semis another, but we'll see how this goes. That was the plan, but we don't know how long some of these matches are. Is this match seems to be taking its sweet old time. Lashley's not looking so good. Here's Owens.
Byron, this is what I wish you would do. Go
1, 2. No. Lashley staying in this thing. Owens with some hard mud kicks. Another stunner. Down goes Lashley to move on to round 2. 1, 2, 3. After getting annihilated in almost the entire match, Kevin Owens comes back and pins Bobby Lashley down for the count. So Kevin Owens moves on to round number 2, and Lashley has to wait even longer to get his rematch.
I gotta hand it to KO. He brought out the prize fighter in him to win this match.
Finally, you see it my way, Byron.
Owens took the Owens fight motto to heart. We indeed got the prize fighter here, and who knows if we get the prize fighter for the rest of the tournament, or even if we get the prize fighter at Conquer. Because if this is Kevin Owens for the rest of the tournament, and then it's the one that participates in the Fatal 5-Way, that match is going to look even more interesting. welcome to the second match. Oh, the first match at Defendants, but the second match here in round 1 of the Conquer tournament. We're just gonna call it that for short. We all know what's at stake here. It's Drew McIntyre. It's about to go 1-on-1 with the WWE undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Roman Reigns. On paper, this match has what could be the most what's the one I'm looking for? Hard hitting, as Ricochet and Johnny Gargano. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna happen. And with Devlin and Dragunov, you're just getting a good match. Whatever way it ends up being, high flying, striking, grappling, whatever way it ends up being, you're getting a pretty darn good match. But McIntyre and Roman Reigns, you know, one thing for sure you're getting, that is one hell of a fight. Because both men want to be in that main event and want to be the champion of champions. Roman Reigns already believes he is the champion of champions, with holding the WWE champion and the Universal champion already. But Alex Jones says otherwise, because he holds the NLT champion, AEW champion, the Bloodlust champion, and the Mercenary champion. And two out of the AEW champion already have some history. NLT champion has quite a bit of history, and the Mercenary champion has the most history probably of all 4 of them. So, by most history, I mean Jacob Graves just destroying everyone with his Achilles lock. So, whatever way you want to look at it, if Roman Reigns wins this match and ends up inside that fatal 5-way, it would be very intense, because in the promos leading up to it would be insane. Roman Reigns believes he is the head of the table, no matter which way you put it. And everyone else in that fatal 5-way, Omega, Ospreay, Ace Austin, and Alex Young all think they are the head of the table. Especially if you end up winning the champion of champions. McIntyre getting the best of Roman Reigns early. Reigns was looking for the high knee and ends up taking a clothesline into McIntyre. McIntyre with a takedown over the Tribal Chief.
Over the years, we've seen Roman Reigns display near.
Reigns gets thrown to the corner. He's trying to come back with a sharp elbow. Both to the face, then to the abdomen. Now McIntyre in the corner of his own. Some hard strikes to the lower body of McIntyre while he's cornered. Roman Reigns just toying with Drew McIntyre now. Stomping away at the Scottish man. McIntyre trying to come back with a scoop slam there. Attacking the arm, because if you attack that arm long enough, he won't be able to go. The Superman punch won't be as effective, and he won't be able to connect the guillotine all the way. This match now heads on to the outside. The referee is about to start the count at 1, and a very large belly-to-belly suplex against Roman Reigns as he goes down hard on the outside. Hefty slap against the barricade, and McIntyre misses his maneuver as Reigns heads back in this in this win, and McIntyre catches Roman trying to catch a breath and goes full steam ahead on him. Misses the clothesline. McIntyre picks him up from behind, and a big time maneuver there. Fans giving all their support towards McIntyre, the Scottish Warrior. He's looking for the guillotine. No, suplex. Connects onto Drew McIntyre. McIntyre is getting pounded now. Ends up kicking the face of Roman Reigns to allow himself to catch a breath. Misses the big boot, and McIntyre gets clotheslined to the outside. So now in front of the announce table. Only way for one of these men to move on is if somebody wins by pinfall or submission. What's McIntyre looking for? Future shock on the outside. Could this weaken the tribal chief long enough in order for McIntyre to get the victory? In the corner, calling up Roman Reigns. And it was going for the Claymore. And could he connect the guillotine now on Drew McIntyre? McIntyre going. Is it going to tap, or is the guillotine going to end up breaking? And it seems like Drew McIntyre is going to power his way through the guillotine. In order for this match to continue, as he missed the Claymore and then breaks out the guillotine. Roman Reigns going for another submission hold to weaken the Scottish Warrior. Referee looking to see if Drew would tap. If Drew taps, he is done. Both McIntyre and Lashley participated in that Elimination Chamber earlier in early last year, or in mid last year. Both men, I think, if I remember correctly, I think Bobby Lashley was the last one. Was one of the last two. And it's interesting, he gets us back in the tournament and he still couldn't get it done. But now McIntyre, and a stalling suplex of his own, takes down Roman Reigns hard. With a reversal by Roman Reigns. Is he looking for the spear? Look for big time spear here. And McIntyre seeing the spear coming. Roman took too long to call out McIntyre. And McIntyre could have that he predicted to come to middle rope now, and a big leg drop by Drew McIntyre.
This is getting hard to watch, guys. We might need to stop this one.
Future shock, son of the win, connects.
DDT.
McIntyre calling up Roman, aiming his shot. Claymore to the big dog, to the tribal chief for the cover. 1, 2, 3, no! Roman Reigns still kicks out.
The big dog will not quit. McIntyre won't lose focus, though. He's got to remain as
Roman Reigns
a few moments ago.
keeps on fighting, and it misses the Claymore there. He didn't aim his shot all the way. Roman Reigns trying to fight back in this one. Claymore out of nowhere against Roman Reigns for the cover now. 1, 2, 3, and Drew McIntyre is heading to round 2 to face Kevin Owens. So we already have the first semi-final match, and that's Drew McIntyre versus Kevin Owens. One of the two men will be heading to conquer. The Scottish Warrior versus the prize fighter.
tribal chief, he's also shown that ruthless tactics and a bad attitude.
What a hell of a match we have for the next episode number. I'm assuming probably either 2 or 3, probably 3, because I'm assuming Devlin and Dragunov and or Ricochet and Gargano is going to take their sweet old time, because they like putting on classic matches, especially Ilya Dragunov. But let's see. Let's see what the next 2 matchups have in store with the next episode, because this probably end up being a multi-episode tournament, because the matches are significantly longer now, and I don't really want to do 45-minute episodes for one tournament. So, yeah.